Yes, child. I am the Almighty. But I feel bad that you're a noob who's nothing but talk.
God?
Just take my power. Let me lose it. But just take it and stop crying. I mean, I am taking more from the world than giving back, but you're too annoying. Take it. Goodbye, child. Woo!
Yeah, I am a hero now! Woohoo! Let's talk about Boku. Hey guys, welcome back to Hot Potato, the show where we take a dump on your favorite series. If you want to know what type of content we usually put out before you watch this video, last week we made a video on power levels in Castlevania, which we found were a little bit broken. And if you like content like this, then you can subscribe and click that bell icon because we put out a video almost every day and we have this series running once a week. With that out of the way, let's talk about Boku No Hero Academia. Now, I need to say this before every Hot Potato video because for some reason you guys assume that I hate everything about the show. No, I just hate certain aspects of it. I wish it could be better. I like anime, I like manga, I want to see it grow. And when someone does something that is not living up to its potential, I feel like they could do better. That doesn't mean I want it to be destroyed or I want it to not exist or I want the author to just quit and not carry it on or something. No, I want them to go on. I just want them to make it a little better. And especially so for Boku, because Boku is a show that has brought in a whole new generation of anime watchers. Like it's kind of like I'm that old guy who's like, get on my lawn, kids. And except I'm like, get into my lawn, kids, because Boku is new. I don't know. But there's also, personally, I know this person who used to hate anime, who used to hate manga, calling it inferior work of literature or wannabe literature and so on and so forth. Hated Naruto, hated even Death Note, and ended up loving Boku. So I do not hate it. I think it's a very good thing for people to get into the anime world. With that long ass disclaimer done, let's start talking about a few of the problems I have with Boku. Okay, now let's start with Deku himself. Okay, like this guy is the most shounen protagonist ever. Like it follows every trope. He's useless. He keeps crying about his past. He has no powers. He has no abilities. He has no potential whatsoever. And he's just like, mommy, I want to be hero, mommy. And then finally, what happens for some unknown reason in such a good plot twist that Edgar Allan Poe turned in his grave in surprise, All Might stumbles upon Deku, feels bad for him and just gives him a power. It's like, here, just take mine. It's okay. I don't need it to save the world. The world can go die for all I care. You take it. You're crying. I don't like to see kids crying. Like, that's what makes Deku such a weak character. Like, he did nothing to actually deserve that power except cry about it. There's so many other people who have genuinely tried and worked hard to make themselves better. And All Might is like, you guys, look at this crying kid. Aw, such a poor thing. Let him take the best power in the world, arguably. Okay, now leaving aside Deku, let's talk about the setting. Like a world of superheroes. I've never seen anything like it in the last minute. It's such a common trope. Like, come on. That's literally what Marvel and DC built their entire universes on. And at least other series try to hide their heroes with other names like, Ninja and Hokage, and you have Pirate King, and you have Big Black Celti, and you have Immortals in Bakano, and so on and so forth. But Boku no Hero was just like, they're called heroes. Deal with it. And speaking of these heroes, their names aren't exactly the best either, are they? Like Mount Lady who become big as mountain. Who? All Might, strong character. Like, okay, even if you take Bakugo, it's just a guy who's exploding. You could literally call him Boom Boom Man and be done with it. Also, All For One, it's literally him taking everything for himself. Okay, I get it. Your name has to identify you. I get that Superman is literally a man who's super and Iron Man is a man who's flying around in a suit of armor. But at least that's a better name than Explosion. Like, look at the X-Men. You have Cyclops. Well, he does destroy people with his but he's not, like, his name isn't Laser Eye Man. You have Wolverine. He isn't Metal Claw Guy. Like, hey, come on. Come up with some better names, Boku. Come on. It's not that hard. You can just Just stop calling people Boom Boom Man. Or just call them Boom Boom Man. I don't care. And speaking of Boom Boom Man, the relationship between Deku and Boom Boom Man is kind of a weird trope as well. Like, it's the whole Naruto Sasuke thing. Like, if I had a complaint about Naruto, it would be how the series shifted from ninja, the world of ninja, and becoming Hokage to Sasuke, I want you back, Sasuke, and Sakura going, oh Sasuke, I love you, Sasuke. It got so tiring, and like, come on, I'm so glad that at least Boom Boom Man didn't go down the Sasuke route, and he actually stood up for himself and wanted to be a hero. And from my understanding, the later seasons seem to have fixed this to a decent extent. So props for you for that, but if the starting where they just hated each other and they still wanted to compete with each other, and Deku was like, no, he's my friend. It's just such a common trope. It's just so annoying to see it being repeated in every single show. And as I said, these are problems that I have with the show, but that doesn't mean I hate the show or anything like that. I do find certain aspects of it really tiring, and I wish they would mellow down some of the tropes there. But there are some really original concepts, there are some really enjoyable scenes, and of course, as I said before, it has introduced people I know personally to anime, and it has introduced a whole new generation and has solidified itself as one of the new big three since Naruto and Bleach, kind of. Well, that's it for this episode of Hot Potato. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and leave a like, one for all videos. And also share and follow, and we shall be back to take a dump on you next week.